morning, everyone. Good morning. I hate busting up the networking. Absolutely. Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Chamber Cafe here at the Bigwood Event Center. How many of you were here for the Fergus Falls Refresh event a couple weeks ago? All right. Didn't it feel good to be back out here? And now we get to be here again for Chamber Cafe. Of course, I want to thank the City of Fergus Falls for hosting this morning. They rolled out the red carpet for everyone. Let's give them their first round of applause. And it's also fun to see some new faces here at Chamber Cafe. Folks I haven't either seen for a while or meeting for the first time. Just to give you an idea of what happens during Chamber Cafe, we will start with introductions where everyone will get a chance to introduce themselves. You'll pop out of your chair with the microphone. Jean will be starting things off. Tell us your first and last name, the organization you are representing today, and then we'll pass it on. So that'll give you an idea of who is all in the room today, and probably little lights will go on and go, oh, that's right, I have to talk to them. And that's what the Chamber is all about. In fact, the reason we do Chamber Cafe is to inspire community vitality, where we get to hear about all the great things that are going on in the community, and also to help facilitate business-to-business relationships. We set the stage for business to happen, and so we're thrilled to have you here at Chamber Cafe. Following introductions, we will have a fantastic lineup of guest speakers. Each of them will get up to 3 minutes. Some like to give away their time or sell it. Some like to take extra time, but at 30 seconds left, they'll see the yellow flag, and when their time is up, they'll see the red flag, and if they keep talking after that, I might tackle them because it is football season anyhow. So, first, before we get started with introductions, I do want to share a little bit about some things that are going on with the Chamber. This is our final in-person Chamber Cafe for 2023. We've had a lot of people ask, why are we still going virtual? What's a four-letter word in Minnesota that starts with S? Okay, so we have weather to deal with in this fine state of Minnesota, and so in January and March, we will host Chamber Cafe virtually. So you can attend it with your footy pajamas on, or maybe if you're on vacation in Hawaii somewhere, feel free to log on to Chamber Cafe for the virtual versions in January and March, and then in May we'll go back to in-person ones, so we'll look forward to those again too. Additional things that are happening with the Chamber, on November 22nd, we're kicking off a new holiday campaign called the Holiday Shopping Spree Giveaway, where you'll earn punches on a card for every dollar you spend locally at participating businesses. And then when you fill up the tree, which is little ornaments with dollar signs on it, you can get registered to win. We'll be giving away over $1,000 in Fergus bucks and gift cards. So this is our reward for you for shopping locally. How many of you are willing to take the pledge to shop locally this holiday season? Raise your hand. They all better go up, right? Awesome. Well, again, thank you for supporting our local businesses, not only during the holidays, but throughout the year. Another opportunity that we have for you to build your business is we are hosting a course called Law and Order. There are a number of law changes that are taking place starting January 1. Employment law changes that the Minnesota Legislature passed, and we will be having Ashley Drews with Pro Resources doing a class for us on November 29th. That's after Thanksgiving. It will be on employment law, and also Mike Hinkie, who has been in the Fergus Falls area before. He's a great trainer. He is going to be teaching you some tips and tricks about creating positive culture in your workplace. We know that workforce is very competitive, and we want to give you all the tools possible to be successful. So those are some of the things that are coming up with the Chamber yet in November. And then in December, costume change. It's the Mary Mix and Mingle Mobile Holiday Tour. So we're hosting a fun holiday party for chamber members, you get priority registration. It'll be on Thursday, December 7th, and we're taking the show on the road. So for your $50 ticket, you will start at the VFW. You will get a Merry Mix and Mingle bingo card to play, where we're going to give away some fantastic prizes. And then at 6 o'clock that evening, you'll hop on a bus, and you'll be toured throughout Fergus Falls, stopping at 3 local establishments for fantastic appetizers in your choice of adult or non-adult beverages. In addition to that, you will also have activities at each of the locations that you can participate if you want. And we'll also be taking you on a little tour of holiday lights in Fergus Falls. So we have limited tickets available. Ottertail Coaches has donated 2 deluxe motor coach buses for us to be chauffeured around the community. And I encourage you to either get together with friends for the event or co-workers. Maybe this is a new holiday get-together, or again, some holiday team building for your staff. But we invite you to the Merry Mix and Mingle on Thursday, December 7th. Reindeer antlers are optional. This is my sending some good vibes out there for any of the hunters. You know, maybe they'll see something like this this season. So let's start off with introductions. And Jean, again, thanks to the city for hosting. Why don't you kick things off? What a fantastic group this morning. How many heard a name or saw somebody that they recognized, that they know? Okay, how many saw somebody that they had no idea? Like, who is that? I don't know those people, right? So that's why we do this. We want to get you connected to the rest of the community. We've got a great lineup of speakers this morning. We're going to change. We have some changes, of course. Last minute things happen. So stay on your toes. With that, I'm going to turn it over to Mayor Ben Shire. And again, thank you to the City of Fergus Falls for hosting our November Chamber Cafe.
Thanks, Lisa, and welcome everyone. It's great to be here. Chamber's always such a great partner. It's great to see so many people out here at 7:30 in the morning, just to connect with other people in the business community. So thanks for being here. It's great to be in this space, as Lisa mentioned. It's been a long road for the Big Wood Convention Center over the past few years, but the City Council's made a commitment that this is an asset to the community, and it's going to take your support. So we encourage you. We're open for business. Book your events. There's a lot of positive energy at the Big Wood since it's reopened. Technology is top notch. Brooke and Brandon are doing a great job. So come on out and host your events here. A couple things I want to mention. City's working on for the business community, with the business community. Workforce housing. So the city has an opportunity to apply for a grant from a energy transition grant from the Department of Employment and Economic Development. And the City Council on Monday identified workforce housing. That's where we're going to put our focus on that. So we're happy to be working with the business community on that. That's what we're hearing from the employers. Workforce housing, childcare. I think that's a common refrain across the state. So childcare, there's a collaboration going on, as many of you are aware and are involved with First Children's Finance, focused on facilities, workforce, and provider recognition. In January, there's going to be a kickoff of the churches with childcare involving local churches. So that's an exciting thing we're looking forward to. So that's in January. Look for more information coming on that. Thanks to Marcia and those of West Central Initiative. Franchise fees, everyone's favorite subject. Yay, franchise fees. But in all seriousness, the City Council on Monday said, you know what? We need to take some time and make sure that everyone is involved in this conversation, that all of these pieces that play together, all of the ideas that have been brought up. We've tried to communicate this over the last year, but human nature is when it gets to the point that it's going to affect people, that's when people start to talk about these things. That's where we're at. We're going to take advantage of that, and we're going to have that conversation with the community. So please, as a business community, get involved in that. Speaking of streets, sign up for the city's 911, Smart 911, snow removal updates and such. A couple updates on projects, Splash Pad. It's going to open next spring. Community pool, the allotted percent of the voters approved last election cycle, a year ago, I guess now. That's out for bid. tentatively timeline, we're working through that. And D Lagoon Design Approved and we're out for bid construction in 2024. Last thing, tonight 4 to 8 here at the Big Wood Event Center, the Fergus Liquor Store is hosting a tasting. So come out, tickets are available at the door. Come on out and enjoy yourself. If you want, you can just stay throughout the day. Go from the coffee to the tasting starting at 4. You're welcome to do that. So with that, thank you everyone for being here. And thank you to the Chamber for being such a great partner with the city to support our business community.
Good morning. Scott Quamby with the City Council today. And here to speak a little bit about Lake Alice. Just a few fun facts about Lake Alice. A lot of folks driven by it, maybe you're just aware of it as part of the one of the neighborhoods in town. It didn't always look like it does now. Once upon a time, it was sort of barren around the perimeter of the lake, and it didn't have roads and houses and all of that. And over time, roads got created, houses got built, and the environment of the area essentially changed. The road around it, once it was gravel, and then it got paved. It was actually a two-way street. Now you get on there, that's a one-way going around. It seems normal, but at one time that was a two-way, and there was a fuss about changing it into a one-way. Such city decisions to be made. But all of that change has led to runoff. The lake is essentially like a storm pond in many ways. We're 230 acres drain into the lake, and what used to be a pretty clear, kind of nice spot has turned into not so nice for the last many years, as people have noticed it's sometimes pretty stinky in the summer when it gets warm. And there's really no recreational use of it currently. You can see pictures of the Historical Society when people would be out there on their boats and there was outside activity. That doesn't happen so much anymore. So there's been an effort to try and address that. And lots of different things have been done over the years. But there's actually some concrete action being taken now to address that. And that's one of the things I want to mention today. A couple of things just to throw in there. The islands that are in the lake, those weren't original. Those were man-made. You maybe seen or heard of a person named Van Dyke. Out by the Historical Society, there's a park, Van Dyke Park. Mr. Van Dyke was responsible for getting those islands built years ago. He thought it'd be great to have some habitat for wild geese and other things. The lake isn't very deep. It's mostly less than 7 feet deep. There might be all kinds of things in there from the cyclone that threw stuff in. There's lots of stories about that if you are interested. I'd like to give a shout out too before I forget. The church on the south end of the lake, St. James, has been instrumental in just gathering people together and essentially being sort of a hub for the neighborhood, the Lake Alice neighborhood. And folks like Chris Toole and Mark Helen and Brooke would come, although there's many others have had things to do with the lake. I'm at 30 seconds already? Holy smokes. Okay. Water quality 3D, that's the headline thing. They put some, there was an initiative on the legislature to fund a pilot project, and the money was put together with the efforts of Bill Engelbertson, our state senator, our former senator, and then current state senator Jordan Rasmussen, and that money led to the installation of some equipment in the lake that has done some good this year. Already, the E. coli has dropped from a dangerous high level of 270 CFU down to less than 20. So it's not the toxic pool that it was at the end of the season this year. And then one of the other things that they measure is dissolved oxygen, and in particular, the levels at the bottom of the lake. The better quality of the dissolved oxygen at the bottom, the better the quality of the lake, and that has dramatically improved as well. I've got some flyers that were produced by Water Quality 3D. If you're interested in some of the graphs and more specifics in the science of it, I'll be happy to leave one of those with you today. Thanks for being here today. We really enjoy these events, and I don't know who's next.
Dan Lipson.
Okay, thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dan Lipson with the Fergus Fire Department. So today we are here, me specifically, but Ryan's here too, We are here to introduce a new initiative of ours, and that is an Explorers Course that we're going to do. So the reason we want to do this is I think it's probably fairly well known that we have a problem with our workforce, and that we are getting less and less people that want to be firefighters, police officers, EMS workers, whatever it is. We just have less and less that are interested every single year. And that's across the board for all of those disciplines, and it doesn't even matter if it's career or if it's volunteer status. There are just less and less people that are interested in doing it. To bring that a little bit more local, our recent hiring cycle, we only had about a third of what we typically get, at least for the past 5 or 6 hiring cycles. So that's down a lot. Now luckily we're getting still really quality candidates that are coming in and wanting to work for us. So we're still filling all the positions that we need. However, in the future, we have concern that that may not be the case. So with our new initiative of starting an Explorers program, we are going to try to bring in youth between the ages of 14 and 18, and we're going to teach them what it takes to be a firefighter. And of course, they'll get introduced to being a police officer, being an EMS worker, all those things. And we're going to make it fun. There's going to be a lot of team building in that. They're going to learn how to work part of a high performance team. We're super excited for it. We have about a dozen firefighters that are really pumped for it, and they're going to volunteer their time to help with this program. So along with the firefighting stuff that we're going to, of course, teach them, because we're firefighters and we want them to know what we do and what it takes to be a firefighter, we're also going to teach them about just other important life skills. So we're going to teach these kids how to do CPR, we're going to teach them how to do stop-and-bleed techniques and other first aid things. We're going to go over financial management, not necessarily from us, but we'll bring in the appropriate people to talk about that. And we'll talk about taking care of your physical and mental health. We all know that can be a problem from time to time, and that's a very important topic for us. So, so even if at the end of it, if they decide, you know what, firefighting is not for me, if we can teach them those important life skills, then that's still a win for us. Lisa's playing. So, I will have 2 flyers. There's one on our open house. We're going to have an open house on December 11th. This is for parents and youth. So they can come in, we're going to talk about it, we'll probably have some pretty cool demonstrations, and then if you're interested, we'll get you signed up to be an Explorer. So again, 2 flyers, I'll put them up at the front where we registered. Grab them if you're interested. If you want any more information, please call the fire department. The contact info is on these sheets, and thank you.
Good morning. Again, I'm Amy Baldwin with Ottertail County. I'm the Community Development Director there. And here this morning to specifically talk about an event that we are hosting, a housing summit. I did put a couple of cards out at each table about the event. It's going to be held next Thursday, a week from today, at Thumper Pond, and will include a full day of some large group sessions and some breakout sessions all around the topic of housing, and really focused on solutions to the housing challenges. Workforce housing will certainly be a big topic. We'll be featuring some project examples of how they got put together, how a community vision was brought to reality with housing coming out of the ground now or being occupied in some cases. So really breaking down what does it take to get from the idea, identifying that need, what's the solution that can work for a community, and then executing on that and bringing together the partners and the resources to make that happen. So we are fortunate to have the Deputy Commissioner of Minnesota Housing joining us. She'll be talking about the historic, really the largest investment in housing in the state of Minnesota's history. And there are a number of programs that are specific to Greater Minnesota that we've been advocating for a number of years, because our issues are different than the metro. We all have housing issues, but ours are different in Greater Minnesota. And so there are now going to be, they're not open yet, a number of new programs coming specific to Greater Minnesota. So we really encourage folks to come. A number of you in the room are registered to attend already, so look forward to seeing you. If you're interested, there's a QR code on the back of the postcards on the table. So we do ask to register. There's no cost, no fee to attend, but we do want folks to sign up for logistic and planning purposes, specifically the lunch. So to make sure we have food and refreshments for everyone who is going to join us for the day. We will also have a keynote speaker, Kelly Ash from the Center of Rural Policy Development, who was referenced at the Fergus Falls Refresh a few weeks ago. And he'll be talking about the state of rural housing and kind of their rural report that they do, and that's a statewide organization. So we're pleased to also have Kelly join us. So in addition to those other sessions, again, throughout the day, we'll have local examples, Ottersville County examples of how projects have come from, again, that idea to execution throughout the county. And then also a session on opportunity sites, where there's some locations that are ready to go. One featured will be the dairy property here in Fergus Falls, to try to gain some interest and help, garner some activity maybe on some other sites. So we have a number of cities that will be talking about their own opportunity sites, as well as a couple that the county has now become involved with. So look forward to seeing folks there. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. But if you would like to attend, just please do a quick registration on Eventbrite, and we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks. I can keep talking if you want me to talk about workforce.
Thank you.
We may be the first group tackled by that lady up here. Definitely 15-minute speech down to 3 is going to be good. But I'm Dave Crescent. I'm the new head men's basketball coach at M State, and very honored to be here. Thank you for having us, first of all. But I just retired. I was a 37-year sixth grade teacher, 28 past years in Perham. And we were very fortunate at Perham High School to be very, very good in basketball in the past years. But I got called and interviewed and got the job here. Very honored to be the new coach here at the college. It's very, very new adventure for me. And these are some of the players. And the one thing you got to get out of this is these guys are tremendous young men. They're coming from a lot of different schools trying to adjust to a new program. I can't say a negative word about their character, their willingness to be coached, and the excitement that they're going to bring to the community, because they're going to be in and out. That's why we're here. We want these guys to be known by you. And so they can, if you come to a game, I would bet if they see you and they know you, they'll come and shake your hand. That's the kind of things we're trying to work on, to do good things in the community and on the court. So we talk about attitude, actions, and effort. We want good attitude and practice in the college, in the town. We want to get good effort, and we want to make sure our actions both on and off the court are very good. And they've lived up to that for me so far. And very early last night, we destroyed a pretty good Sisseton team in a scrimmage last night, which was really good for us to get on the court and play. We open up Saturday in Bayville, and then we open up here in Fergus next Tuesday against Central Lakes College. So we're really excited about this, and I really can't thank you enough for having us here, just to expose us to you. And again, I'm very honored to be the new coach here. Driving this morning wasn't fun with about 25 deer on the road at 6 o'clock in the morning, but other than that, it was great. So I know a few people in here. Thank you so much for having us. And I'm going to have these guys just quickly give their name, where they're from, a little thing about M State. But come out and support these guys if you get a chance to. And I know they're going to, we'll put a good product on the floor, not based on wins and losses, but a good product for you to watch. So thanks again for having us. You're first, big fella. This is not easy for them.
My name is Kelly. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. This is my second year at M State, and I'm just really excited about this season. And I'm thankful, and I really appreciate you guys supporting us.
Hello everybody, my name is Zuniki McGill. I'm point guard at M State, and looking forward to producing on the court and having you guys come out and watch us.
Hey, my name is Ed Gore. I'm a sophomore at M-State, and I'm glad to be here.
My name is Caden. I'm from Fergus Falls here. I'm excited to play for the community again, and like Coach said, I couldn't have a better group around me of guys and just good teammates.
I'm Tyson MacArthur from Longman, and I'm a freshman.
My name is Cam Archibald. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota, and one thing I can say about like M-State is everyone's kind of close and cool with each other, like just nice to each other and stuff. So, yeah.
That was not easy for those guys. We've done this, fortunately, we've done it 3 times in the community at Rotary One meeting and so on. So that's how you, I said, this is good for you to get up and talk in front of someone, introduce yourselves. We've got a wide variety of people from all over. We got people coming from all over, and we're trying to bend them into a core unit of kids that play together and get along and do things together. So I see my flag up. This is really good. This is good. I've never been to one where I have a flag waving at me, but it's great. So please, if you get a chance, I know everybody's busy and you get close, but we are excited about the season. We have 16 guys on our roster. These guys took some time out. They got to get over to class, so if we walk out now, we're sorry about that, but they got to get over to class, which I got enforced getting them to class. That's a big problem we have. They like this is really something getting them out this early to come over here. But anyway, thanks again, and appreciate your support. Thanks, fellas. You guys get in class. Yes, thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Eli Hill. I'm the work-based learning coordinator up at the high school. It's a new gig for me. I took over for Catherine Anderson. When I started this fall, I sent out a mass blanket email and I got a huge resounding response, probably about 200 people. They said, hey, would you help us with job shadowing, guest speakers, field trips, tours, and ultimately internships. And it's super cool to get that much response. It was a scramble to get all the kids placed the first 2 weeks of school. Now that they're out, they basically work 2 hours a day, 4 days a week. Tuesdays we meet and say, hey, how was your work week? And it's really fun to hear the kids share what they're doing. We have kids at Vector Windows, Children's Corner, Lincoln School, Olson Mortuary, kind of all over the place, and it's really fun to see. So thank you for your support, and basically it's my job to get the kids out the door. I just had a lesson not too long ago, and it said 63% of the jobs are found through networking. So the kids who make these connections with you guys, employers, these connections last. You know, hopefully they have somebody they can call and say, I'm looking for a job, can you help me out, can you point me in the right direction? So it's my job to find creative ways to say yes. We have kids at the hospitals, and basically some positions you may not be able to have a kid for 10 weeks straight, but if you'll take them for 2 days a week, or we have some kids doing an internship for a month and then they do an internship somewhere else for a month. We're on a trimester setup, and so if they can get a chance to see as much of the working world as possible, that's what I'm all about. So we kind of get creative with it. Every Tuesday when the kids get together, we try to get off campus. We've been lucky enough to meet at Vector Windows, Greater Fergus Falls, the City Hall, and here at the Big Wood. So it's kind of nice to get the kids out of the building and not make it feel like a school setting. We've had some great guest speakers. Mike from the City Hall, Matt from CHS, Brittany from Vector, Patricia, Lisa, and then Leon from U.S. Farm Services. So I hope to meet all of you eventually, and I have been just making calls saying, hey, would you consider taking on a kid? Heather, I'm going to shake your hand. And I'm not afraid to ask, and likewise, if you guys are willing to help out the school, feel free to reach out to me. You know, I got a lot of kids who are looking for exposure, and it might be just a conversation. What do you do for a living? What do you like about your job? What do you not like about your job? What education should I follow this career path? So thank you all for your time, and I wish you a great morning. I gotta shake your hand too, Nicole.
Yes. Good morning, I'm Nicole Norgren. I am the team leader for Rural Minnesota SEP here in Fergus Falls. Perfect segue to go after Eli. We offer a lot of programs for youth and adult, and to play off of what Eli said, we offer work experience for youth starting age 14 and up, and then we also have programs to assist with secondary education, getting your GED, getting your diploma, so on and so forth. Biggest thing I wanted to talk to you guys about today is our incumbent worker training program. So an incumbent worker is a person who's currently employed and could benefit from benefit themselves and the employers by upgrading their skills through education and training. It's intended to offset a portion of the business's cost. So depending on your business size, we could pay up to 90% of the training. Some of the training is like industry and business specific. Anything where you can obtain an industry recognized credential, upgrading computer skills, leadership skills, new technical skills, skills, human resources, training on new equipment that's coming in. Direct costs would include like instructor wages, curriculum developed, training manuals, textbooks, so on and so forth. Yeah, so we're just really trying to get the word out to all the area businesses that we have this awesome opportunity for everybody. So I left some flyers with my business card there, and if you have any questions, please reach out. Thank you. One more thing, so sorry. Right? Just want to get another thing out to you guys. Next Wednesday, we are hosting our 55th anniversary of Rural Minnesota SEP / Legislative Day. It starts at 1:30, it goes 1:30 to 3, and we have guest speakers starting at 2 o'clock. Some of our clients, past clients, current clients, some incumbent worker businesses that we have worked with, so on and so forth. So if you guys are interested to learn a little bit more about us and hear some of the success stories that we have had, come and check us out. Okay, now I'm done, thanks.
Hi everybody, I'm Maya. I think I've met quite a few people here actually, but you may or may not know my husband and I bought the old Super 8 hotel in March now, and we've been remodeling the hotel as an independent hotel for the past 8 months. So I just wanted to give a little update. We have finished remodeling the lower level of the hotel. We really cleaned it up a lot. It's now a nice, clean, safe place to stay. And we're really excited about it. We enjoy Fergus Falls, we like it here. We're going to continue working on remodeling the whole thing and hopefully growing the business. So if you know anybody who needs a budget hotel, ours is a great option that you can recommend. And other than that, I don't have any other updates, but thanks for having me here to share.
It says white rabbit. I'm not the white rabbit. I was asked to come on behalf of Stead Foods, formerly TC Chocolate. My history here in Fergus Falls goes back to 1954. Some of you know me as one of the co-founders of Speedo Ski Guard. Some of you know that I worked with the Soccer Association in Minnesota Kicks to get $200,000, which started the soccer complex there. I served in different capacities in Fergus, been on city council. I'm so proud today to introduce and represent my daughter's chocolate company, Stead Chocolate, which was formerly TC. Those of you, how many of you tasted it and know it's great chocolate, right? Yeah. There's no bad chocolate, only people who put too much sugar in chocolate. So we have great chocolate. And I was asked by my daughter to come, so I'm happy to tell you, first of all, you have a chance to get this chocolate this fall, November 17th, and following Fridays, 24th and December 2nd. When we rebranded, we had to take the TC off and put on Stead Chocolate. So we have the TC labels that we are no longer able to sell. Hence, to the community, we're going to open house at the factory from 11 to 2 those days. So mark your calendar. You get this at an amazing 50% off TC chocolate. It's the same chocolate, just the old label. It's not expired, it's still good. Great chocolate, I want you to taste it. November 17th, 24th, and the 2nd, and that's at the corner of Concord and Hampton, the old cabinet factory, Mike Thorson. Okay, right behind the Dairy Queen. So mark your calendars, get in there, see the factory, and get some really great chocolate in an inexpensive way. And what's better this time of year for comfort than to savor a really good bar of chocolate with your coffee or wine, super stuff. This journey of my daughter started 10 years ago, and just so you know, she has won 7 national and international awards. Most people don't realize that you have a bean-to-bar chocolate company in Fergus Falls that has won 7 national and international awards, including the 2nd best chocolate bar in North and South America. At jury competition in New York, and 2 silvers in London. That's fantastic, isn't it? Woo! I mean, I'm so proud. She will never toot her own horn, but I will. So these exciting things that are happening, just so many asks, I have to just say quickly, we changed the label because of issues of copyright and different things. We had to get a different name. So it's not that we changed the chocolate. And so remember those dates, the 17th, 24th, and 2nd, so you get to taste the chocolate. And then finally, I do want to say our heartfelt gratitude to Lisa for her invaluable contributions to the community and to the city, Mr. Mayor and others, for creating connections and community in Fergus Falls where a business like this can grow and thrive. If you need a gift box, see me.
Good morning, Fergus Falls. My name is Nancy Valentine Stewart, and I serve as the Executive Director at Cadence Galleries. What I've learned this year is that there are residents in our town who don't realize that we have a fine art gallery here in rural Fergus Falls. So if that is you, we invite you to come on down. We are open Tuesdays through Saturdays from noon to 5, and late on Thursdays till 7. There is never a charge to visit our gallery. Our gallery exists to celebrate the work of regional artists and honor the legacy of the world-renowned artist, Charles Beck. So in honor of Charles Beck, he is someone who is world-known for his woodcut block prints. And these are prints that cost quite a bit of money in other places, but because he lived and worked in our community, he wanted to ensure that his work was accessible to the people of our region. So you'll always see Beck work in our gallery. Now, I am here to talk a little bit about what's coming up for us. This year, we've been celebrating a year of Beck with year-long exhibitions and events, starting from the beginning of his career, and now we're in rarities and masterworks. But what we're excited to launch next week is the exhibition for the beloved artist Kirk Williams. It's a show called Reflections, and it spans work from his 60-plus year creative career. So if you're a fan of Dali, Van Gogh, he is a surrealist pastel creator, and I think you'll really enjoy the work there. The other thing I wanted to share about is that coming up on Saturday, December 2nd is the Over the River Holiday Festival. And we are very excited to be sharing that we are going to be hosting the local artist and artisan market there. Now this is the same market that Jan Werkow had led and hosted for quite a few years. But for us, it will be a one-day only event coinciding with the holiday festival. So that is from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it will only feature local artists and creators. As we talk about shopping local, when you buy from an artist, you are buying from an individual to support their family directly. So we encourage you to come out to shop, to support artists, and keep those dollars here in our community. In addition to that, we are stepping into 2024 in another spirit of celebration. It's our 15-year anniversary. So as the sun sets on your back, we're excited for the sun to rise on this milestone moment. So keep your eyes open. There's going to be events, exhibitions, opportunities, free art opportunities for children and adults alike. And we are excited to have you in the space. Think date night in the gallery. Some music, some poetry. Our theme is art beyond these walls, because we at Cadets Galleries believe that every single person is creative, whether or not they believe they are an artist themselves. So let's continue that celebration. Thank you for your time.
Good morning. I should also introduce myself as Adorizers Kiwanis, but here we are talking about our holiday movie that is going to take place on December 16th. As Adorizers Kiwanis, we are sponsoring a holiday movie that is to be determined because we are looking for sponsors to help sponsor this event. Our sponsors right now are, of course, the club and Trilogy. We want this event to be kid-friendly and for parents to be able to drop off their children and do some holiday shopping downtown. So if any businesses would like to take place in sponsoring a holiday movie for a great cause, you can contact myself or Stacy or Michael at the Center for the Arts. Thank you.
We also just want to invite you, our club meets every Wednesday at 7 o'clock at Lake Region Hospital. And if you're looking for a service group in the area, we invite you to come check us out. We serve the children of our community, such as reading for Adams School, other options with Otter Cove, and other places we try and match with when it comes to kids. So if you're looking for something to do with the service group that involves children, we invite you to come and meet with us. And again, it's Wednesdays at 7 o'clock at Lake Region Hospital. Thank you.
All right, good morning. My name is Katie Miller. I'm the Executive Director at Otter Cove Children's Museum. So perfect segue there. Just a couple of updates I want to share with you this morning. First of all, Otter Cove, we celebrated our 3rd birthday in September. And since we opened in late 2020, we've welcomed over 75,000 visitors from over 800 zip codes. Yeah, I know, right? Super excited to break 100,000 by our 4th birthday next year. So just really proud of that, and I'm really proud of the work that has gone into creating this amazing space for children and families. We are continuing to expand our programming opportunities through a variety of different grant funding sources. We have launched some new weekly programming this fall. Thursday mornings actually at 9:30 if you want to come sing with me and some toddlers. We're doing music makers every Thursday morning. We sing, we dance, we play instruments. It's a great workout. I will tell you, dancing with 2-year-olds for half an hour. We've also launched a weekly art explorers class on Sunday afternoons. We're gearing up. We'll be doing a weekly science class after the new year. And we just received some additional grant funding to develop some engineering-focused programming as well. So lots and lots of programming opportunities coming up in the next 6 to 9 months. We're also really expanding our access initiatives. For the past couple of years, we've had our Access to Play membership, which is a free membership for families facing financial barriers. And we've received some more stable funding to allow us to really expand that. So really in the next week or two, we'll start seeing a lot of promotion for those memberships. If you know of a family that might be facing some financial barriers that could benefit, send them our way, and we can get them connected with that membership. One thing I'll just give you a little teaser. I don't know if it'll quite be ready by the end of the year, but for sure after the new year, we are excited to launch a new corporate membership program. There'll be some different levels and different perks involved with that, but it'll be a really great way for your business to kind of add a little benefit for your employees or your customers. So keep an eye out for that. Probably have to reserve a spot in the January Chamber Cafe with more details on that. And then finally, I did put a little brochure in. I did not bring enough, so I can certainly get you some more on the table. And there's a little insert in there. Our next event is coming up in just like 3 weeks. Our 4th annual Festival of Lights will be taking place up at the Kirk Ride, starting Wednesday, November 29th, running through Saturday, December 9th. So we'll go up to Over the River Festival and then a week beyond that. We do have a few spots left if you are interested in sponsoring a display. It's $200 for businesses, $100 for nonprofits. If you are interested, let me know when I can get you connected. We're also looking for volunteers to stand at the entrance and collect donations. This is our largest fundraiser of the year, and it's all through free will donations. And so we really rely on volunteers, especially if you have cute kids. Send them out front to collect those donations. It's a great idea. Our Kiwanis usually takes the evening. Great opportunity for service clubs. Contact information is on here if you're interested in learning about that. Thank you so much. Have a great day.
Good morning again. I'm Steve Guttormson with Pioneer Care. And I'm going to talk about a little bit about the other end of the demographic spectrum, which is our aging adults. So again, I'm from Pioneer Care, and a lot of people ask me, is Pioneer Care a nonprofit? And yes, we are. So about this time of year, we have a foundation, and we accept donations, and many of you have graciously supported Pioneer Care Foundation in the past to support the people that we care for in our community. And especially this time of year with Thanksgiving, this is a time where we really reflect on giving thanks. It also happens to be Minnesota's giving holiday. So that is November 16th, Give to the Max Day. And we're really pulling out all the stops this year and celebrating Give to the Max Day with an event on November 16th. There's a flyer on your table that looks like this, and we're calling it our Come and See event because it's kind of a dual purpose event. So it's partly to encourage people to give during Give to the Max Day and to reintroduce the community to Pioneer Care. A lot of people haven't been in our care center for a while, or may not haven't been in a facility at all. So it's a time for you to see what we're doing over there and how we're caring for our friends and neighbors in the community. And it's also a time for us to announce, well, a special story that might take a little more time. So if Lisa will give me another 10 or 15 minutes, okay, well, we'll save it for the end. You'll just have to come and see what we have to say about it. I'll tell you it's a capital campaign project that we're going to get busy with, especially in the beginning of 2024. But we'll let you in on it on November 16th. So come see and enjoy treats from Lori Strom, who does these amazing cupcakes. And actually the picture on the flyer is from Lori, so that's not just a stock photo, that's like something she actually did. So please come and join us. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Steve McMurray. I own Maximum Impact Coaching. I'm a speaker, coach, and trainer with the National Leadership Team. We have a variety of different ways that we help companies to improve company culture, lower turnover, increase connecting when we communicate, and things like that. That's what we do.
Turn
one of the things when you hold the microphone is that you can hijack things at the end. So thank you, Lisa, for letting the city say one more message, and that is on behalf of the Human Rights Commission. So Mike, I hope it's okay if I take this 2 minutes. So the Human Rights Commission is doing some work with the University of Minnesota to be a welcoming community and sort of assess how we're doing as a community, because we all know it takes a lot more than just having hot coffee and a good sound system to be a welcoming community, especially for our workforce and our tourism industry. We want to draw people to our community and make them feel part of the fabric. So next Tuesday night at M State College from 6 to 8 p.m., I invite everyone to join us for the kickoff of an assessment process that will be going on for a couple weeks. Whether you're on the Otter Cove end of your life or the Pioneer Care end of your life, whether you're a new resident or you were, have generations like the Speedall family, we want to hear from everybody, whether if you've had great experiences feeling welcome here or not, because we need to know where are we not filling people's expectations and where can we do better. So again, that's Tuesday night at M State from 6 to 8 p.m. Everyone please attend. There will be a door prize. It's Fergus bucks even, and some refreshments. And childcare will be provided. So thank you.
Thanks, Jean. A lot of these programs, activities, and things like that all play into solving some of the things like workforce, housing, childcare, quality of life. We have such a great quality of life here in Fergus Falls that it can't compete with other places. So I'm just thankful for all of the partners, all of the collaborators, and all of the businesses who make that happen. In fact, when we were here a week or so ago for the refresh, we got to thank and recognize about 50 businesses who give at least 2% of their business profits back to the community. That's amazing when you think about it. That's some significant impact in our community. So again, I just want to say thanks for that. Again, I got the antlers on December 7th, the Merry Mix and Mingle Mobile Holiday Tour. Just a preview, you'll get a chance to go through the Festival of Lights at Kirkbride Park, which again, another great partnership there. Tickets are available on the website and they are limited, so you'll want to get those. And it is a 21 and over event. You might not think so because we're going to probably do some silly things if you want to. So again, December 7th is that. I invite you to pick up a events calendar for the chamber on your way out so you can mark some activities that you would like to participate in. And we're going to give away half the cash today. My gosh, I'm not a ton. The rules are you have to spend it locally. And our winner today is Rick Shera. Congratulations to Rick. Worth the money. Thank you all for coming to our Chamber Cafe. I invite you to stick around, do some additional networking, and the next time we see you for Chamber Cafe, we'll be zooming in January of 2024. Thanks everyone, have a fantastic day.